Made it to the Mecca, Meta headquarters in Silicon Valley. Let me tell you something. This place is a city, over 250 acres, 300 buildings. You don't just visit Meta, you explore it. Let's get right to it. So we jump right into the presentation. Over 200 educators, VR innovators, and AI developers, and KreditVerse was the only financial literacy developer here. After the session, Meta made sure we stayed energized. The food, the hospitality, exceptional. I understand why people don't want to leave this campus. Of course, we had to capture history with a group photo. You know I was cheesing. Shout out to Vince Bass, my man at Meta, that made this happen. He couldn't be here, but he made sure David, the head of sales, took care of us. David gave us a quick tour. Only Meta will have a 12.6 acre rooftop park where they got signs that say, "Don't feed the foxes." Unreal. All right, then we went back to exploring the latest in VR technology from everybody that's redefining the next 10 years of VR learning. Then we all split up, had breakout sessions. I had to get some inside tips. We got a whole city that just made financial literacy a mandate. Now this is the type of workforce culture that fuels innovation. They got free meals here, childcare, and places to breed creativity. Had to go listen to Tom from the University of Miami, had a great conversation with him. Great VR program down there, but they ain't got no financial literacy. That's where we come in. Now I went on a hunt. I got a few friends that got money tied up in Facebook budget ads. I'm trying to find a plug. Who runs Facebook? Then you know my partner Jeff had to convince me to get some film content in, which apparently is a requirement in 2025. Content is king. Now as we were heading out, we got a long walk to the car. Then of course, Meta has free transportation and bikes, so we took one final lap. Overall, Mark did a great job. He was too busy on this trip to hear we are the first VR AI financial literacy developers, but I'll catch him next time we hear KreditVerse.
You know, guys, we're in Meta's headquarters in Silicon Valley, and this place is huge. They have a 3.5 acre rainforest on the roof. It's just crazy. But what is most shocking is the lack of diversity in people of color that look like us here. One of the most shocking things that I've seen, even though this place is amazing, the diversity is very limited as far as African American in tech and education. Well, you know, think about it, right? That we are at an education community summit, right? And you have educators, you have developers, you have IT people, you have creators from all over the country, and even in that room, there's not a lot of diversity. I'll be honest with you, in a room of 200 hand-picked, nominated, invite-only individuals, we're one of them, our company, from around the United States. I'll be honest with you, there's only about maybe 4 or 5 of them in the room, but that's okay. And the bottom line is that the beautiful thing about it is that what are we talking about, right? We're talking about financial literacy, a 12-course curriculum powered by virtual reality and AI. And as a Meta business solutions partner, this is the market they want to get in. So, you know, we start in K through 12, we're in the schools, but again, we got other versions of financial literacy because you never graduate from financial literacy, am I right? Of course, and most importantly, we created the first trademark and patented financial VR curriculum, the only. And it's such a validating effort to see that out of all of the educations here, there were any financial literacy providers of what we do. So it's very encouraging to know that we're on the right path. We've created something that is going to scale nationwide, and we're excited to bring this and have Meta as a partner. That's right. So let's end on saying, when you talk about copyrights and patents, you talk about intellectual property, you talk about licensing deals, you talk about your information going into the Meta store, you talk about downloads, subscriptions, resellers. Those are the conversations that we have today. And keep in mind, the valuation of some of these ed tech companies is going through the roof. So the fact that financial literacy is mandated in 36 states, and we believe we have the #1 documented delivery system in virtual reality and AI, it's going to be some exciting times for KreditVerse. So you just keep watching us. Peace.
With my pleasure first, I'd like to introduce y'all to KreditVerse. This technology redefined. The first patent, VR AI DOE-aligned, helping us expand tremendously. Teaching students K through 12 financial literacy. Cause it's real and hazardous. School ain't preparing kids for these financial challenges. KreditVerse is here to end this. Creating skills for life, work, independence. Helping students flourish farther. Built the scale backed by trusted partners. You can see the growth through the years. Check the stats when they did that. Essential partners, national impact. These the tools that should raise our youth up. Virtual mentors, AI tutors, training centers, focus on learning, CTE simulations, global excursions, providing the economic backbone. And on top of that, it's black owned. Helping the people through their endeavors. Through a partnership with Meta. Bringing the pressure, yeah, it's true. KreditVerse, in this verse, just giving the credit where it's due.